And so we close where we began, in a state with a question hanging over its head. As a state, is New York winning or is New York losing? We know the answer. When 70% of people over age 50, from Buffalo to Long Island, plan to move out of New York, we have a problem. When our 0.7% economic growth lags the rest of the nation and our economic outlook is ranked worst in the nation, we have a problem. When property taxes and overall taxes are the highest in America and they are growing worse by the day, we have a problem. When an anti-corruption commission in the state with the most corruption in America gets corrupted, we have a problem. But there's a second question too now, and it's a pressing one in view of Tuesday's election. Do we want to revive New York, save her for ourselves and our children, or are we content to keep the status quo? The status quo, as somebody once quipped. It's a serious question. This is a state with a surmountable tax and economic problem. We can fix this. We don't have to keep living this way. Like New York is a prison sentence and we're counting down the days until we can get out. All it takes is leadership and fiscal discipline. I will bring that to New York government. I've done it in Westchester and I'll do it in Albany. The Wall Street Journal praised my bold tax cut and job growth plan as the plan for New York's revival. It is. By making New York the most competitive state in the Northeast again, jobs will return. Companies want to do business in New York, but they can't today because the nation's highest taxes and the nation's worst regulatory burden have forced them to go elsewhere. Give me 4 years, and I'll start bringing them back. Now, other issues are important too. I'll bring term limits to Albany. I'll replace Common Core with better education standards at the local level with the input of parents and teachers. My running mate, Sheriff Chris Moss, and I will repeal the Unsafe Act that's made no one safer. But make no mistake about it, jobs and taxes are my core reason for wanting to be New York's next governor. My wife Sheila and I are blessed with 3 children, and we want them to be able to stay in New York. And we want to be able to stay here as we grow older. Yes, eating more than soup. Now, you've all seen what $45 million in false negative ads look like from Andrew Cuomo's campaign. And I congratulate you for enduring them. I also have to ask you to see what they are. See through them. Ask yourself this. If Andrew Cuomo has a plan for New York's future, why didn't he put that on TV instead? I think you know the answer. Mr. Cuomo has run so many false negative ads because he can't defend New York's status quo. That, and he doesn't want to explain why he's under criminal investigation by the U.S. Attorney, which is a serious thing. It's the same reason he never agreed to debate me one-on-one on TV. The Connecticut governor's race had 7 debates. Now on Tuesday, you will go to the polls. I offer a stark contrast to the business as usual in New York that has slowly brought this state to its knees. And I offer a stark contrast in tone and demeanor. There is no excuse for treating teachers, state employees, and people of faith with disrespect. We are all in this together. We can find common ground to move this state forward, all of us. New York is a state full of winners, continuing to lose, continuing to fall behind the rest of America in job growth and tax reform is no longer acceptable. And so I ask, and so Sheriff Chris Moss and I ask you, give us your faith for 4 years on Tuesday, and we'll turn this state around for our families and yours. God bless New York and each and every one of you.